Good morning, candidates. I think it is 28th of January in India now. Yeah, this is for SBI PO and IBPS PO interview. And here, invariably in all the interviews, there may be a question relating to your hobbies. This can be included, say, while you are introducing yourself. When they ask you, tell us about yourself, you can say, I am so and so coming from this place, and I studied graduation in so and so from this college, and I scored this much percentage. If you have scored over 70, you can mention it. You can also mention you studied plus two and 10th in which schools. Then you can also tell about your father, the occupation of your father. Then, if they permit, you can tell about hobbies also. Otherwise, invariably, towards the end of the interview, they will ask you about what is the hobby. क्या hobby है आपको ऐसा पूछेंगे. When they ask like this, say a hobby is an activity or interest of pastime that is undertaken for pleasure of relaxation done during one's own leisure time. जब आपको leisure time मिलता है तब आप जो काम करना चाहते हैं, that is your hobbies. ஏதாவது டைம் கிடைச்சதுன்னா ஃப்ரீ டைம் கிடைச்சதுன்னா அதை என்ஜாய் பண்றதுக்காக நம்ம செய்யறதுக்கு பேரு ஹாபீஸ்னு பேரு. ஹாபீஸ்ல ஜென்ரல் ஹாபீஸ்னு கேட்டிங்கன்னா நிறைய இருக்குது. There are so many things, but let me tell you some of the things that struck me. For example, art, baking, that is making, or blogging, then bowling, then bread making, then candy making, playing chess, cleaning. Cleaning is also an activity as a hobby. Then collecting stamps or coins, etc. Coloring, communication, computer programming also, when you do it as a hobby, that is okay. Cooking. Cooking can be your hobby. Creative writing, then doing crossword puzzles. Dancing is also a hobby. Then embroidery, electronics, then fashion design, then foreign language learning can be a hobby. Hacking can be a hobby as long as you don't do it for wrong purposes. Then, say, jigsaw puzzles, jewelry making, all this can be classified as a hobby. But my suggestion is tell about something in which you have interest. You have interest. And outdoor sports, for example, cricket, hockey, football, tennis, badminton, जो कुछ आपको मन में आता है. Mountaineering can also be a hobby. Bodybuilding can be a hobby. Powerlifting can be a hobby. Then dog training, dog walking, or walking itself can be a hobby. Likewise, you please tell about a thing in which you have interest. Then coming to hobbies relating to education, it can be, say, studying more about biology or physics. That's what Wikipedia says. But normally, I won't recommend you are telling education as a hobby. Then collection hobbies, I have already told you, stamps, coins, etc. Outdoor hobby also, I told you. Then competitive hobby is playing games, cricket, etc. Then, yeah, likewise, whatever hobby is, you tell about it and try to learn more about it. I would recommend you are telling about, say, gardening, writing, then doing social service. Like that, you can make it as a hobby. Fish keeping, or say pet rearing can be a hobby. You tell like that so that you can, they will ask some questions relating to that. For example, you say pet rearing is my hobby, then they will ask which pets are you managing. Then you can say dog. Are you managing one or two dogs? Likewise, the questions will go. And you tried photography can also be a hobby. Yeah, yeah. Photography can be a hobby. Why not? Then amateur astronomy, but that's all very tough. Bird watching sometimes is a hobby. So these are the hobbies which you can tell in your interview. So I thought I should tell you about this. And the reference for this is nothing but say Wikipedia. Wikipedia can give you an idea which hobby you would like to say, but you can't change it now. But based on your experience, decide about a hobby which you are going to say, two or three, so that they can ask questions based on that. Supposing you say you are writing a blog, you are a blogger, then they can ask you, what are the blogs you have written? Why you are writing blogs? Supposing you say you are having YouTube, they can ask which channel is yours. Likewise, they can ask. Okay. So these are the points you can tell under the hobbies. So this question cannot be avoided. And when it is asked, enjoy answering it. Thank you. Best wishes.